On this day, April 17, 1875, the future greatest poet of Honduras, Juan Ramón Molina, was born in Tegucigalpa. A day like today, the poet Juan Ramón Molina is born. Juan Ramón Molina, born in Comayagüela, Honduras, is the first Honduran poet who left Central America to immerse himself in the cultural currents of other latitudes. He is one of the great exponents of modernism in Central America, and his work of great literary quality consecrates him as the most universal Honduran writer. In 1892, together with the poet Froylan, Turcios, and Fausto Águila, on a trip to Brazil, in whose journey he writes Salutation to the Brazilian poets. He met the Nicaraguan poet Rubén Darío, who would greatly influence his style. He visited Spain, where he collaborated in the newly founded ABC in Madrid, and several countries in South America, leaving permanent traces in his work. Castelar praised his singing El Águila, and Rubén Darío his salutation to the Brazilian poems. He admired William Shakespeare and dedicated several sonnets, King Lear, Ophelia, Lago, etc., to the play in English. He was influenced by Rubén Darío, whom he met in his person and in his work. The influence of the Nicaraguan was felt, for example, in Tréboles de Navidad, similar to Darío's Rosa Niña, or in El Poema del Optimista, possibly the poem that in isolation has most influenced all contemporary literature in Spanish. Juan Ramón Molina was a poet of the highest category, and although he cultivated the prose in which he achieved beautiful and harmonious realizations, such as his history El Chele, this cannot be given a place in universal literature as is given to his poetic work that is within the purest modernism and unites the poetic quality and the refined of the forms with a very fine sensitivity that is shown in his sonnet Pesca de Sirenas. Juan Ramón Molina was an active man. Personally and politically, he burned his life in the desire to live it intensely. He was a collaborator of the candidacy of General Terencio Sierra, with whom he considered himself a friend. President of Honduras during the period 1899 to 1903, Sierra, annoyed by a publication made by Molina in the Diario de Honduras under his direction, sent him to chop stone, chain on the road that was being built in the south of the country. The article that had bothered him so much, An Axe to Sharpen, was a well-known apologist of Benjamin Franklin, which the acolytes of Sierra considered allusive, hostile, and worthy of being punished within the prison of the poet. Pamphleteer and journalist, colonel, politician, diplomat, man who reached a high public offices and who had followed the route of exile where he died. Despite his active life, he could not shy away from the pessimism and boredom so common to Honduran poets, and that he, as his highest representative, had to a great degree for the fatigue produced by the overwhelming weight of the infinite, which he shows in the macabre sense of his verses After I Die, or in the vital pessimism of his sonnet Mother Melancholy. He died in San Salvador, El Salvador, on November 2, 1908. This was A Day in the History of Honduras.